afterwards. I'll send you the recording. That way you'll have it for your tool and go back and rewatch it and you can see all the stuff and everything. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you.
And first of all, now you said you do you have your own Ahrefs account or are you on like a group plan?
I'm on the group plan. Are you on
Okay.
the group planner? No, you're not?
No. Oh, I've always had my own. I used to have they used to have a rep one plan, which was $100 a month. I had that for the longest, and which you get a lot more tools and access to, which I really like. Then I wasn't using it as much because for me, like part of the SEO part was just keep searching and using Ahrefs, and I'm like, this is not getting me anywhere because for the most part, once you do the keyword research for like a month or two, you should be good for a really long time if you do it correctly. You don't have to need it. But then Ahrefs came out with a $30 plan, and I downgraded to that, which gives you just enough. But then some of the stuff that I'm used to having, I just don't have just because I just like using all the tools and features. So
Mm,
$30 plan. Um,
yeah.
and
And I saw that you've changed over to that one that's being advertised on a discount. Is that right? Is that
yes,
the one yeah, yeah.
yep, I changed over to that one. That's like $30 a month, which is decent and it's decent. It gives you a just enough, especially for starting out. How long have you had your blog?
I'm still making it. I'm new.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. That's no, that's good. That's good. Okay. Let's see. Let me share my screen. And then, so what I usually like to do, can you see it?
Yeah.
So there's a couple of different ways to do it. If you're just starting out, you can either do, if you're looking for a niche, you can do like a bunch of different keywords and everything and put them in here and try to see which ones have the most traffic and things of that nature, or the keyword difficulty. Or if you already have a niche, you can start super broad with one word and then filter down and then do the match by search. So what is your niche or your website you're working on?
So I'm a surface pattern designer, so I'm working on doing that as my niche.
You said surface pattern designer.
Yeah, so surface pattern design.
Let's see.
Yeah, Tern, another T, two T's. Design. Yeah.
And what other terms can we put in for the search?
Repeating patterns.
Okay. And anything else? So if sometimes I like to do like a 10 max, and I'll show you why if you can. And see, and then sometimes I just use ChatGPT. Do you use ChatGPT a lot?
I've been using Claude, but I had used Chat GPT before that.
Okay. I mean, I mean, they're all very similar. Once you just find the one you like. I started with this one and it knows so much about me. I feel like I have to train a new AI model and get used to that.
Mm, yep.
But one thing I've learned always to like give them a prompt to ask them to act like something. So like, please act like an SEO expert to help. When you give them this
Yeah.
prompt, they're usually the output is a lot better.
Yeah.
Does anything these work as well in your niche?
Yeah. Yeah.
All of them?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna throw in. I'm gonna throw in all but the 2024. We can throw in the 2024. Okay. So 13 keywords. So search volume. Well, so what was your biggest problem? What were your biggest,
So when I get to this part, I'm
Mhm.
just not sure what to do with this information now.
Okay.
So yeah.
So from here, what you're looking at is the intent. So most of these words are going to be informational. So which is good because right now Google is looking for informational content, but then I'm not sure how are you trying to brand yourself? Are you doing the blog to try to sell your designs?
That's the goal eventually, but
Okay.
I do see a lot more of my posts being informational over affiliate. Like the affiliate ones that I'm looking at doing is I've taken a number of courses and I can make affiliate revenue by talking about the courses. If someone books them through me, then I can get affiliate revenue that way, or using Adobe or Canva, I can get affiliate revenue those that way.
Okay. Because right now I just noticed that Google is looking for more informational stuff, content, because they feel like a lot of people are trying to get on to the affiliate link and try to just monetize it instead of just giving useful information and content. So
Mm,
one way you can
hmm
approach it. So basically, what you're looking at right now is you want to look at the intent. You want to look at the keyword difficulty. So pattern design is 35. But repeating patterns is one. Anything under 20 is good. Lately, I've been trying to get to even lower than that, like below 10.
hmm
So a lot of your stuff is, and then is the keyword difficulty is low, which is good for you. Surface pattern design is 3. This is 10. This is 0. Now these didn't rank, which means it doesn't mean people are not searching for it. It just means that Ahrefs hasn't really indexed it yet because it's not a lot of search volume.
And that branded and the C, what does that mean?
The branded, I'm not sure what the branded is for. It says the user is searching for a specific brand or company name. So when they look for this,
Yeah,
look for a certain brand or company name.
yeah,
C,
maybe an artist brushes or something.
the C is the commercial. So comparing products and services. So seamless vector patterns, they're looking for comparative. So you could do top 10 seamless vector patterns design, which will give you your, like an affiliate link or comparison where people are shopping, and then you can have the affiliate links. And of course, remember, you can start with an affiliate link post without the affiliate link, and then you can even link to those websites that have it. And then once you start gaining traffic, then you can apply for the affiliate link. Say, hey, I have a few posts that's targeting this keyword, and I'm getting 1,000 users for traffic or 500 users for traffic just for this one blog post. Would you like to give me an affiliate link to your product? And then you can get a direct affiliate link with that um, with that brand or product. That's one way to approach it. The
Yeah.
third most important thing, but for me, I learned that is starting out is not that important because if you get 20 or 30 eyes on your post, is better than zero. So, but it's search volume. So you have 3,800 for here, 1,100, 600, 350, 150, and then it goes down. Now, there are some other things you can look at because every keyword has other keywords in them. So here is TP. No, I'm sorry. Traffic potential is what you may get from that keyword. So even though like geometric pattern, it has only 350 search volumes, the traffic potential says 4,900. That's because whoever's using it they have other keywords wrapped around it, and they're getting a lot of traffic through that one. Um, so I would target these five for sure. Let me know if you have any
hmm
questions if I'm going too fast. Okay.
No, that's fine.
So you can look at traffic pattern. This is another good one to look for as well. Um, what's this one? Global traffic pattern. So mine's is set for the US.
I'd have it that too. Yeah.
Okay, yours. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Us Americans just spend all our money.
It's the biggest, like bigger over there than in Australia. So mm,
Then global traffic potential is throughout the entire world. CPC, I wouldn't even worry about this. And CPS, this is like cost per click. I wouldn't even worry about these two. And then the other one that's kind of um, important is the parent topic, which is sometimes they're so geometric. So this is geometric pattern design is the long tail keyword, but the parent keyword that's drawing all the topic is geometric patterns. So these are all words you can just throw into your blog post.
So when you say a parent topic, what does that mean? Is that how is that relevant when you're writing a blog, or is that just something you consider with your topical authority map, your topical map?
Both. So geometric patterns is the search term that comes up first when the person is searching this. But however,
Okay.
this is going to geometric pattern design. If you look at the tropical map, is going to be underneath that.
Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to think where we, and then also you can go to, let me see, do I have the SERPs? And then the SERPs is basically telling you which websites come up first underneath those keywords. And then, so this is when you search. So people also ask, so if you, the easiest way to look at the SERPs is to just take that same term and put it into Google, and you should see the exact same things right here. And I'll show
Yeah.
you in a second. And then this would be the first website. They tell you the domain ranking, the URL ranking, how many backlinks, how much traffic they get from that particular keyword, how many keywords that website has, and you know the volume for that word. So geometric patterns actually have a 13,000 volumes, where geometric pattern design was a lot less.
Mm.
What else? Another thing that I like to do, again, if I'm searching more words, you can always filter. No, we'll probably do that later. One other thing that I like to use is the DR, the lowest DR. This is the
Mm-hmm.
domain ranking. Right now, starting out, your domain ranking is going to be 0. So a good thing to do is set this. You want to see words in the top 10. So these are going to be pages ranked in the top 10. So when you look at the search, it's going to be in the top 10. And then you want to set this to 10 and see what's available for you. This is going to
So
show
when
you.
you're doing each of these, is this a credit each time, or are you still in the one credit doing all these little clicks?
That's a good question. I
You don't
think
know.
doing this is one credit. So like the first search that we did, one thing that I learned when I first started doing it, and I had the 500 credits and I was out of credits because I wasn't sure what niche I was going to do. And I was out of credits in 2 weeks. And then one of the girls in the group, she actually taught me. So you can, when we did 13 words at one time, that's one credit. I know that for sure. So you can put
Yeah.
in as many words as you want, and that's one credit. All this, and I try not to go back because I think all of this is still one credit during the filtering. That's what I
Hmm.
believe. But so that's why I try not to go back and do it again. So when you,
Yeah, because I felt like when I went in my history and clicked it again, it took another credit, even
yeah,
though I'd already searched it.
right. So I would try to just keep filtering without going back. I believe this is all still one credit.
And
So
then can you save this data into a folder of some sort? Is that?
yes, you can. Yes, you can. I'll show you some of my saved searches. But you have the shared plan. That's why I would just get my own plan, so you can have all your
Yeah.
saved stuff and you don't have to like worry about things. I'm not sure how it works with the shared plan, especially now that they have the
Yeah,
30.
we can have your own, you can have your own folder. I just didn't know how to make it.
Right. I'll show you how to do that. And then going back to the lowest DR, this will tell you how easy it is to compete. So repeating patterns in surface pattern design, meaning that you can the top these words appear on domains that have domain rating of 10 or under. So that's definitely a keyword that's attainable for you because
Hmm.
if they're doing it, you can do it. So I would probably start off with these pattern designs right here. Probably do a
Hmm.
topical authority, like a long post that's about 2,500 to 3,000 words. Use all 13 keywords that we have make sure they're all in there, even like the parent topics, and then come back and start on repeating patterns, surface patterns, and start from there and start targeting those keywords.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, what else? And then my other favorite tool, and when we then I just filtered that, click out. And my other favorite tool, now pattern designs is at 35 keywords. So what I would probably do is click here first. And then once we click here, we're going to do matching terms because 35 is hard to rank for. You know, the traffic potential is high, but 35 is going to be kind of hard to rank for. So what we're going to do now is try to filter that down and try to find some words underneath pattern design that's going to be easy to target. So after we click on pattern design, we're going to go to matching terms and see what's available. So now you have about 10,000 words, right? But that's too
I
much.
can.
Can you see it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But 10,000 words is too much to try to rank for. You know, you got some things like design pattern 84, 48, surface pattern design pops up again, which is 3. So now we're just going to filter down to try to get this 9,830 down and see what words you can rank for. So I go here and do keyword difficulty. I start at 20, but like I said, I like to filter down further and just hit apply. You can hit from 0 if you like. Hit apply. And then again, I go to the lowest DR and I put 10. And then I go in the top 10. Then hit apply here. And then now we're going to hit show result. Okay. So that board is down all the way from 9,800 down to 81 keywords. Now these
Mm-hmm.
keywords are words are attainable. So we have surface pattern design again, pattern design, and all of these are under 10. So the search volume is low, but when you start to add it all up again, when you look at the traffic potential, search volume here is 400, traffic potential is 700. So don't just worry about the search volume too much. I would focus mostly on the keyword difficulty and in domain because that means you can get it and start to rank. Once you start to rank and your domain authority goes up because people are visiting your page, it's kind of like baseball. When you get a lot of singles, those singles add up, you know? So you don't want to go for the home
Mm-hmm.
runs. You want to go for the singles and get people to your website, to get people watching because, and then if you have a newsletter, that's another way to get people. I was listening to a podcast where this lady had 50 people, 25 people on her newsletter. I forgot what she was doing, but she was making money off of those 50 people because they were targeted people. So so as long as your users and your visitors are super targeted, you can always create a market for yourself.
Mm. Yeah.
So again, all of these words are under 10. It's about 100 search volume. You start adding these up, but the total search volume is 55,000. So if you can get a share of that, 10% of that, that's 500 just to start, hopefully. And it's 81 keywords. So this can definitely help you out. Grid pattern design, hexagon design. Is all of this in your area of expertise? You did.
How long have you been doing it?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say something? I missed you.
Oh, yeah, that's all right. How long have you been doing your blog?
Yeah, I'm all over the place. I I bought the course in June of last year, so 2023. But my first blog was in the restaurant industry because that's where I used to work in. So I was trying to like marry the two. But doing the research, it was just no user intent or ways to monetize it. Then I moved on to something else. And then I tried to do life insurance because I had my life insurance and health insurance license. But the problem with
Mm-hmm.
that is that there was no new information. So I was doing blogs, but they weren't even getting indexed because
Mm-hmm.
there's no new information about life insurance. So Google is not going to rank the same thing over and over again because there's too much information about it. So
Mm-hmm.
my new blog started in August. I started off with the keyword research, doing the exact same thing I'm showing you. The key thing I learned was the domain rating because I didn't understand that at first. And once I started doing that, I found like 100 keywords and I started posting. I did all my blog articles first, August and September. Did the so I started, then I did my design in September. Then I started posting in October. So now I'm already at maybe like 300 visitors, which is more than all my other blogs put together in over like a month. So this one is a sports blog. And it's all informational because my goal is long term. So right now I'm just doing all informational to get to that 100K traffic mark before I start the 50K traffic mark before I can start to monetize it. And I probably just do like an ad network instead of doing affiliate links.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's funny, I find now that I'm looking and researching things, I'm now noticing which sites are affiliate sites and whether to trust them or not.
Yeah. Again, if you can get the traffic and get like the direct affiliate links with certain products, I think that's like the best avenue. Or like again, if you just get traffic to your website and then lead people to your own designs and say, hey, I can buy this and buy that. Again, that's another way to leverage it as well. Now, do all of these keywords, are these all relative to what you do?
The sleeve pattern design is not because I think it's sewing, but the the pattern making for fashion design isn't, but the other one's pretty, a lot of them are. Block pattern is, brick
Okay.
pattern. I don't know what that gateway one is and that other one above it.
API gateway. Okay.
Yeah,
I
I don't
forgot.
know what that is.
I don't have the other one, so I can't download it, but I can copy all of these and send it to you.
Thank
Uh,
you.
and I won't have the keyword difficulty as well. I mean, I guess I can screenshot it.
Oh, it'll be on the video anyway.
Okay.
Um, yeah, it's no, it's good because I feel like for me, I'm just doing informational anyway because I want my aim behind my blog is probably to give more information and create a community.
Okay. Okay. That's
Yeah,
good. That's cool. So,
yeah.
um,
Eventually, I do want to monetize it, but it's not where I'm at the minute.
right, right. Yeah. And then they also have related terms also where you can go to. That's similar to matching terms. I forgot the difference, but that's another way to find more keywords
Hmm.
as well. And then the search domains. I'm trying to think what does related keywords give you. Yeah, I forgot. That's another I forgot. Then search suggestions. Usually search suggestions, I could just once you type in the words, I usually just go to Google and look at the let me just filter down again. Because sometimes I like to just see what Google has because they just give because eventually that's what people go to. They search for on Google. So so for surface patterns designs, I would come here.
Do you use Surfer SEO and those things to help write your blogs?
No, I used to. Then I kind of just use ChatGPT and I
Yeah.
just go step by step. I start with an outline and then I start with an outline and then I go step by step. Um, but now I have it mine's then I bought this thing called ZimWriter, which is like AI on steroids. So and then mine's is pretty much it took me like I said, it took me like about a month to get everything dialed in for my new blog that I wanted to. So the ZimWriter is connected to my chat GPT, and I also have a prompt that tells it what to do, and it's pretty much spits out. I can get like 30 blog posts in like 2.5 hours, and then it gets loaded to my WordPress, and then afterwards I just have to go in and do the SEO and add pictures. So it usually takes me like another 30 minutes to do that.
Yeah, okay.
Also for your FAQs, what I usually do is I take the keyword. So I take, surface pattern design, you do your blog post about that, and then I'll just come here to people also ask, and then use all these words, all these questions to make my
Hmm.
FAQ.
Yeah.
So that's another thing I like to do. Oh, the list. How do you create the list? So from here, let's see. So I just selected all of these words and I just cleared up some space. I think I, then you do the add to key, are you, I'm trying, then you do add to, and then you have a keyword list and then create a new list
Yeah.
and then create. Actually, this worked perfect. And then when you go to your dashboard, you go to your keyword list, and then your pattern designs are here. And then now you have your same list again. You don't have to search it again. It's already in there.
Yeah, okay.
If you have your website connected, you can also save it to your website. So here is one of my blogs or the latest one I'm working on. And it will show you. I forgot where it used to show it to me at. It used to show me where the keywords I would track they were at, but I
And
can't.
how do you add your site to that on
Um,
there?
so you go to the dashboard. So here's the dashboard and it says projects and create new project. So I have no projects available
Yeah.
right now, so I can't do it because I have one, two, I have three websites on here now. So
Yeah,
what's
that's okay.
it's super easy. You just follow the what these two
It
create new
should give a
project.
prompt. Yeah, okay. So I do an import from Google Search Console
Yep,
or
exactly.
add manually? Yeah, yeah, okay.
You do it from Google Search Console and add it, and then it's super easy. And then you have get
Hmm.
a link through there. You add it to that, and then everything will automatically pop up, and it'll give you each week. It will give you a report about your website. So my
Hmm.
help score is 100, and then when you click on it, they'll tell you all the problems, some problems here. So I have a lot of stuff in yellow. Um, I made a mistake. I indexed my categories page and that caused a bunch of mistakes and I can't de-index it because the categories page shouldn't be indexed. And because all of my pages are listicles and I have a lot of different categories, it's they're crawling too much. So yeah, but this will tell you all your issues that's going wrong and then how to fix them, the overview. But then it also tells you the words that you're ranking for. Organic traffic, how many backlinks you have. I think these backlinks are like spam backlinks, but then it tells you your organic keywords and where they rank, and they'll tell you each week. You'll get two reports. One report will be your new keywords you're ranking for once a week. The other report will be about the crawling of your website once a week, and it tells you all your problems. And then the position change if you lost a keyword, if you lost a search term, they tell you where it changed, where it moved from, how many spots it went up from. And trying to think the overview. It gives you your traffic. It gives you your keywords, how many are in the top five, and the paid search. You don't have to worry about that because we're not paying for anything right now. And then here's your like domain authority rating. I'm still at 0. My UR um my URL rating went up 2 points. So that went, I mean 7 points. So that's decent. And then there's a bunch of graphs and things of that nature.
Mm.
Any other questions?
No, that's been really helpful. Thank you. I'll probably replay that a lot just to wrap my head around
Okay.
how to use that.
And then Ahrefs themselves, they have I learned a lot of stuff from their courses. They have they do really good videos, like 15 to 20 minute videos. And then they have a really long exhausted course, which I've watched about twice already, maybe 3 times. Um,
Yeah.
that's like a 3 hour course. Plus, I went through the Ahrefs course, which is like a bunch of different videos all together. So I'm like I said, this is like my favorite part. So I'm thinking, try how
Mm.
can I monetize just helping people do Ahrefs or do keyword research for them, or like at least show them how to do it. Because sometimes I do the research and it's too in depth, but I think that the one-on-one tutoring is better, especially for people like you
Yeah,
starting.
it's a great idea because what I've done some of the courses on Ahrefs as well, but what I find is because I don't understand how I'm using it or what these things mean, I can't grab a hold of what I'm meant to be doing. And
Right,
then when someone talks you through that, it kind of helps it make sense a bit more versus, following what they've following what they've said. And then you're a little bit worried too about using up all your credits because you're really not sure how that works.
right. Like I said, I had the 500 credits the first month, and I
Mm.
was done in 2 weeks. So trust me, I know 100% where you at. So
Well, I've used up 17 and I don't think I searched anything other than surface pattern design. So, and then I went through my history and I used another one. So, yeah, it's been helpful. At least if I'm clicking around, I'm knowing if I'm using credits, I'm getting some decent information. So,
right. Back to the when you do the matching terms for like pattern design, or actually let's go back. Let me go back here. Uh,
you could start a membership.
you said I could start a membership?
Yeah, I think you could start a membership, like rather than a one-on-one. And then because you will get people flow in and out as as they get competent, they won't need it anymore, but you'll probably be going over the same content over and over again, but you'll at least know where someone is when they're a newbie and you just keep helping them.
Okay. I'm gonna start in a group and just try and keep doing this again, and then
Mm,
you know, do this again with somebody because the other guy was interested, and then I guess he could have just missed
maybe
it.
he forgot, or the time zones are confusing when you have to convert and you're not used to it.
Right. And then Australia just difficult for us because you were 13 hours away. So it's like someone's going to be at night mostly. And then, like around
Yeah.
the time it's been like maybe like 8 p.m. for me, that'd have been 11 o'clock for you, so
Yeah, well, see, I'm in a lot of courses in America, and a lot of the time, if they do 3 p.m., then 5 p.m. is doable for us. If we really want something, like I'm up, then that's not a problem. So if you kind of go from that way on in the afternoon, at least if someone's working, they can get in before they start work too. Um, but we've got two different time zones here, so that's the thing that confuses me sometimes because we have daylight savings only in one part of the country and not in all of it.
oh, okay. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, I was in another sales course and we would have meetings at 11 o'clock at night Eastern time because that's the time that they were available. So um, sometimes I would get on and sometimes I would get on and fall asleep. Um,
The 1 o'clock, the 1 a.m.s I don't do. There's a lot that'll do 11 a.m. over there, which is 1 a.m. over here, and I can't do that.
it's tough. Oh, and when you do, you see, where's those words go? Okay. Oh, and the reason why initially I only did like 10 or 13 to start, because when you click on start over. So the reason why I did like 10 or 13 words just to start is because when you click on the matching terms, it only sorts the top 10. So if you do like, you can do 100, but when I like to, again, I like to filter down. And when you do the matching terms, it only gives you the top 10 anyway. So if you do like 500 and then you get a bunch of keywords that rank, if you want to filter down or try and get even more keywords, it's only going to give you the top. It's only going to go by the top 10. So that's why I like to do like smaller lists, like 10 to 20 to see which ones are out there first, then click the matching
Hmm.
terms button because it's only going to give you, they're only going to do the matching terms by 10. So again, it's like I said, there's a couple ways to do it, 10 at a time or one word like we did with the pattern design that has a lot of search volume and then filter down, which gives you more keywords. So now this one gives you even more keywords than last time. This is 223 because we did matching terms based on those top 10. And then again, we can filter down to get rid of some of the words. And again, some of the words may not pertain to what you're doing because it can cross over to something else. And then you filter down, it gives you 10 keywords from here. I'm not sure.
Mm.
And then and then if you already have it saved, you see this check mark right here?
Yes.
So that check mark means it's already in your keyword search. It's already in your list. So now you can see if I'm just going to add these, and if they not pertain to you, you can delete them later. But I'm just going to add them all.
Hmm.
So now you can see which words you already had before and which new keywords you had. And then once you get to a certain amount of keywords, like again, you do this. I mean, this should have enough content for you. How many blog posts are you going to try to target per week once you start get up and running?
Oh, two.
Two?
I've still got to create my designs and stuff on top, so that's about all I can do.
Okay,
I
so
can
yeah,
pump out some quickly first to get things going, but eventually it depends on how long it takes me to do one.
right. Oh, so your goal is to do a blog post about a particular design and then also create that design of that pattern as well?
Yeah, yeah. I will not necessarily all the time, but in order to get Skillshare affiliate like revenue, if I go down that road, I can find the best tutorials that people have done and put them in a post.
Okay.
And yeah, but I also need to create my designs so I can then license them, which is separate to blogging.
Okay. All right. Right. So no,
Mm,
so honestly, you may have enough words right here. Because
yeah,
there's different ways you can utilize each keyword. So, and again, all of these are attainable. All of these, this is all green and these are under 5. So, you got
yeah,
zeros, like these are really good. The T is transactional. These are transactional words. So
yeah,
yeah, the intent is right here. You can filter by intent also. So informational, navigational, commercial, and transactional. So if you wanted to
what's
do,
the difference between commercial and transactional?
this says the user is comparing products or services before making a purchase decision. And
Okay. Yeah.
transaction is the user is ready to complete an action and often a purchase. So that's
Yeah.
the,
Okay.
okay. Uh,
Mm,
so yeah, and then you can filter by this. If you want to click on this, hit apply. That's another way to filter down if you just want to look, if you want to target any of those words.
hmm.
There's a blog podcast I listen to. It's do you do you listen to blog podcasts or any podcasts?
I listen to podcasts. I have some blog podcasts.
Uh, let me see.
What is?
I think it's called the Ultimate Blog Network. Did you hear? Are you?
No, I don't think I've heard of that one.
Yeah, it's two women. Two women started a blog and they both had websites. Well, one who had a website, the other one was her virtual assistant, and then she started a blog herself, and then they started a blog podcast about it going on 3 years in January. and it's really useful. They have a lot of different content.
Yeah, I'll look that one up. If I can find it.
All right, trying to think. That's again, that's it. Um, any other questions?
No, I don't think so. I think I'll play around with that. Oh, the only other thing is I noticed they use Site Explorer to look for keywords, putting in a address like a someone that's ranking and seeing
Okay,
what they're ranking for. Are you using that?
I did. And then that's why I kind of stopped using um Surfer because I used Surfer and I understood how they were finding websites. So basically what Surfer does, they look for the top 10 websites related to your keyword, and then they pull out all the keywords in their website that's similar, that's helping them rank so high. And then they tell
Mm-hmm.
you how many times you should use it in your blog post to help meet theirs. So basically, for me, understanding the way they did it, I know how to use looking for those keywords and comparing those keywords and using ChatGPT to pretty much give me the same output as Surfer does. And then I use that to make my blog posts. But for what I'm doing right now, there's nothing out there what I'm doing. So it's completely unique. So that's why all of my
Mm,
content is getting posted. I mean, getting indexed from Google. So
yeah.
you have
And
you
you
said
enjoy your content more now that you're doing this versus your other ones?
yes, and it's unlimited. It's sports. So basically, I love sports, and my whole website is sports listicles. So
Mm,
there's really no content out there like that. And then sports listicles they're easy read. There's unlimited potential. So I kept getting hurdles before because either there was indexing or the competition was too high or there was no way to make money. If I start to draw um, people to my website, then it's sports. There's unlimited amount of things that I can get sponsorships for, you know, affiliate links, jerseys, beverages, not even sports related stuff. Just things geared to men, like shaving utensils or things like that. It's so
yeah.
much it's out there, it's sports. So,
And
mine's
will
is
you outreach, like, will you seek them out, like contacting brands to do that, or how will you get that?
both. So my first goal is to get to 10,000 users and get to and use Journey by Mediavine. Use that first just to help pay for like my tools. Hopefully make like maybe like $500 a month for that just to pay for some of these tools. Then hopefully get to 50,000 and either see which one is better, either Mediavine or Ezoic, and then try to like ramp it up even more. So right now I'm just putting out content and just doing a lot of content. I just did like another 30 posts, I think, last week. Um, and then I have a few more posts I want to do and start in the beginning of the year. I want to reach out to a few of my friends to help me, that see if they want to help me so that way I can grow faster because there's so many content, so many posts I want to do, but I need more people, but I can't afford to hire any help right now. So if I can
Mm-hmm.
get friends to help me out and then promise them to pay them on the back end, we can help me grow this website. So that's my plan for that. So is your
Yeah.
website up right now?
Yeah, it is. It's still, I haven't finished doing my home screen yet. Still
Um,
working on it.
well, let me see. Let's see what happens. Posted it. What's the website?
Um, Rachel D. So EL, just EL, DE. Just no, take one of the D's away, just yep, and E.com.
Another E?
No, that's it.
Oh,
Yep,
that's it. Oh, here we go.
yep.
Let's see what they say. All right. Your URL is 4.4. So you've had it for if you had you signed up for the domain a while ago.
No, this is a new one, but it's under another domain that I have because I have another website which has my portfolio on it.
Okay. Okay, let's do this. Um,
Yeah, I don't know if it's worth looking at my other one, but it's on Squarespace.
No, that's fine. I'm going to search up surface pattern design.
Elizabeth Silver. Yeah.
So she comes up first.
Yeah.
And then what you want to do, you can go here. Now this is I can go another 30 minutes doing this stuff. So once you start getting traffic and things like that, you can reach out to me again and we can go over how to compare your website to their website, you know,
Yeah.
you know, so you can go here. So now you see her domain rating, you see her URL rating, which is 9. Her organic traffic is 981. She's not paying for any keywords. So everything she does is organic. She have about 20 backlinks. She has 248 keywords. And then here it tells you she has top 3. She has 16. And then you can click on here to see what words she has in her top 3. And then here, this position, you can filter by position. So top 3, top 10. Top 3 is where you want to be at, but top 10 is also fine. So top 10, you click here, then click apply, and then show results. And you see what words she has. So pattern design, she's number 3. Surface pattern design, she's number 1. And this is another way to get more keywords. So surface pattern designer, she's number 1. This is a number 2. And then again, here's the check mark. So this check mark, this is in your list, but this isn't in your list. So we want to check this to get this keyword. You know, again, she has number 1 for surface design patterns. You see how it's similar but slightly different. So
Mm.
this is a number 1. So there's another word you can target. So now this is another. So all of these words are targeted keywords because they're all in green. And actually, let's take out we'll take out the position. And and again, you can filter by, we're going to filter by keywords now. If she has 186, we're going to filter down to top 20, click apply, and then show results. So that's 161 keywords under 20. And we're going to add all of these to the list that we don't have. Thank you. I almost forgot about this part.
What does it mean that that comes up the top there?
Because again, I'm on a $30 plan. So I'm used to
Ah,
the bigger one. Next time I do it, I probably have to upgrade my plan. So what I'm going to do is just go to notes. And again, a lot of these, no, this is a good niche because you see a lot of these are zeros and ones and twos. Um,
mm,
yeah, you just got to do if you do the content and be consistent, you could surpass her. Um, and then there's ways to compare her stuff to what she's doing to what you're doing and how to like outrank her for certain keywords to get up to number 3 or 2 or 1. I have a few prompts that ChatGPT would compare the keyword, compare their blog post to what's ranking higher, compare your blog post. So let's say your first post, one of your posts is number 5 and she's number 1. There's a way to like compare the 2 posts and then they'll tell you how to tweak it to outrank that and then add certain things to it and tell you what you're doing good and what you're not doing well and how to move up higher. And if you can, if you do your research and do download it and you see all the different files, I usually just delete everything and keep what I usually keep is the keyword. You can keep intents if you want to. I keep the search volume and I keep the keyword difficulty and I keep traffic. I delete all the other columns because those are the only really
Is
three.
that in your like in your CSV file? Is that what you mean?
Yes, in your
Yeah,
CSV file, I would just delete because they'll give you all this information like paid
yeah,
position traffic. I mean, I would just keep the keyword difficulty, the volume, um, and the keyword. You may, if you want, you
yeah.
can keep the potential traffic, but I would delete everything else to keep it clean, nice, easy format. What else do you have? They'll tell you you can, and then another thing I like to look at is their top pages. This will tell you, uh, yeah, I'm told you, I'm used to having my the advanced one, you know. So I'm not sure if you can see it in the group, but top pages will tell you their top pages they're ranking for and their top blog posts. So you can look at their top blog posts and see what they're ranking for to see if you want to write a similar blog post or write a blog post that's like that and write it better. What else? This Best Buy.
So where I'm at now, would I just start writing blog posts and just see where they're ranking and then sort of um, you know, then review what I've done after
Yep.
that?
hmm
Yeah,
Like, yep,
just to
exactly.
see how it all works. Yeah.
Yeah, take the keyword list and see what you can write. Again, the first blog post, that's going to be a topical map. You can use your AI to help you do that and say, hey, these are my keywords. I want to do a pillar post or I want to do a clickbait post to start off to create my topical authority. And then they'll tell you, give you an outline based on those keywords and say, I want to use as many keywords as possible. Please write me an outline. You take that,
Hmm.
that's going to be your first post. And then you want to have as many keywords in there as possible. And then, of course, make it make sense and readable. Again, take your time on that one. That one you can make like 2,000, like maybe 2,500 to 3,000 words.
Hmm.
Once you do that,
Yeah.
if you want to, you can ask your AI, Claude, to say, hey, what should I write next based on this? So sometimes you could do based on volume, based on keyword search, and they'll tell you based on keyword difficulty and based on volume, how should my topical map be um, be configured? And they can tell you what to write about. Um, but for this niche, I think that once you do the topical authority, the pillar post, I think you could just pretty much start off with which one makes more sense for you, which one you can do a design for, which one you have designs for, and then
Hmm.
I would start with those words because the search volume is all about the same. The difficulty are all really low. You know, there's nothing that's out there that's like 4,000, 10,000 search volume. They're all between 60 to a few hundred. So I would probably do what you already have designs for and what you feel more comfortable talking about the most and
Hmm.
which one of the things you can like talk about the easiest. That's what I would probably do.
Yeah. 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 Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Um, yeah, what else? Then top pages. Yeah, it won't show me top pages. See Best Buy links. Will it show me this? No, this just showing you what they have the backlinks for. Yeah, I would just start off with that and then just keep writing the blog posts. So just keep doing posts, get your website up. Where are you at with your website? Where are you having trouble with?
If you just pop it in, it's just I was just wondering, is there a hierarchy in how to structure your homepage, or do you just kind of um oh, I don't know why that's like that.
I spelled it wrong. I missed the L.
Oh, yeah, just sort of working out what to put on the front page or what to put on that page. I've still got to do um my privacy ones and all of those legal pages
Yeah, I would
and my
start.
about me page.
I would start with the legal pages.
Mm.
Do the about me. The only thing I would change up here is I would add the blog to the home. Add your
Oh,
blog
I
up.
haven't done that yet. Yeah, no, I haven't even got that one yet. Yep. Putting the blog up there.
I'll add the blog, a link to the blog, even though you don't have one up yet. Add the blog and add contact me, and then
Yeah.
I mean I think your website looks great. Um, I like the colors. It's nice and warm. It's kind of the colors match the niche you're going for. It's super warm. Um, yeah, do I would just do the about me,
Yeah.
portfolio, and then add your pictures for your portfolio, add the blog. Nah, I mean, yeah, it's good. I like it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Legal page about me.
And then for me, I don't really worry about doing like reaching out to the backlinks and everything like that. Again, I would want to get your content up there, you know. You can do
Hmm.
you can do the backlink building and things of that nature. I'm having success just doing massive output, you know, again, because
Hmm.
the keywords you're searching for has super low competition. I think you will be okay just being consistent with your content, you know. So
Will you use anything like Pinterest?
I don't think I set up all my accounts, all of my social accounts, but I think that for me, the most user for me, I use Twitter and I use Threads because all I do is take my blogs and just post it there really quickly with like a quick blurb. I don't have any
Hmm.
followers yet. I don't think Pinterest will work for me. Pinterest will definitely work for you.
Hmm.
That blog post they have that blog podcast I told you about. They have a few episodes that they talk about Pinterest. Um,
Yeah.
the type of content that you're doing, Pinterest would definitely work for what you're doing. It would definitely bring a lot of traffic to your site. I will probably wait to get
Yeah.
to maybe like 10 or 15 posts and then split. For me, like I was doing the stuff they were saying in the beginning of the course and doing certain things and doing this and doing this and doing this. And for me, I felt like I've gained more traction by doing massive um like blocking at once. So when I first did my blog post, I said I'm gonna just want don't worry about my website. I'm just gonna write 100 blog posts. I'm gonna do my keyword research, don't look at it anymore, and write 100 blog posts. And then make
Hmm.
sure my AI is correct. And then once I did that, I said, okay, I'm gonna focus on my website now and get my website fixed, and then I'll start posting my website, posting my blog posts and see how the traffic goes and see what I want to do. Once I did
So
that,
did you write your blog posts in WordPress and just let them sit there as a draft?
I did both. So the first 100, again, my website wasn't up yet. So I just did my keyword research and I was using ChatGPT to write it with me. So like prompting
Hmm.
it and going step by step. And then I was saving it to like my Google Drive. So
Oh yeah.
once,
And just in Docs, Google Docs, just did it in that. Yeah.
yes, then I just saved it because I find it easier for me to do one thing at a time instead of doing one thing for like then switching and doing this and then switching and doing this because it takes you time. I think they say you lose about 45% of production when you're switching from one thing to the next. So for
Yeah,
me,
I agree. Mm.
it's a lot easier just like, let me just do all of this and then do this, So
Hmm.
now what I do now, because I have this tool called ZimWriter, I'm not sure if
Mm.
ZimWriter will work for you because yours is more detailed and it just uses AI. I'm not sure if ZimWriter worked for you, but now that I have ZimWriter, I have them do it. I took some time mastering the prompt to make sure it comes out as close to how I was doing it myself. So it gets posted straight to WordPress. And then I go into WordPress and I change like my H2s. I do all my rank math on my SEO, and I add my links and things like that. So I do all the SEO stuff in WordPress, add my pictures, and then I post it. So now, but I don't have it saved anywhere now. It's just straight to
Yeah.
WordPress.
Oh, okay. Yep. So, have you got a template in which to structure your post by, or you just go off what you've done in the writing tool?
No, I have it. So within the writing tool, I have like a prompt. I already have a prompt saved, which tells them
Yep.
how the outline I want. If I want it but sometimes what I do is like I just take some of the Google Docs, save it to a PDF, and then I upload it to Chat GPT and say I need this format. So like right now, my writing prompt gives me the outline that I want because I
Hmm.
trained it and talked to it. I have the exact prompts and it's coming out exactly how I want each time. Because yeah,
And with your images, are you compressing them before you pull them up, or are you doing it with that short pixel thing, whatever it is, that tool?
sometimes I do both, but right now I'm just using short pixels because right now I have the images I use. They're from a website and they're high quality. And then right now for me, that's the most tedious part because sourcing the images. So every time I do, so this is my website. And because it's sports, I have to get a license. I have to pay for a licensing. And then all my lists are top 10 lists. It's super simple, but it's sports related. So it's like top 10 Detroit Lions of all times. And so the helmet is here. And then each player has a picture. So if I would go so I have to download the picture from the website, then I have to add the alt text, change the file name, So if I were to do all of that and then suppress it and then upload it, that's like another step for me. And just doing the
Mm,
first two steps is too much
yeah.
already. So
Yeah.
each one is 10 pictures. And then if I'm doing like 10 posts a week, that's 100 pictures. So I just use short pixel and have them suppress it.
Yeah. And you pay for that then?
Yeah, I pay for it. I think it's
Yeah.
maybe $10 a month.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I reached the limit in mine already.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
So
Mm.
yeah, that's what I do for the pictures. But if you're not posting a lot of pictures, if you're only doing maybe like 2 or 3 images, um, there was a website that I was using. It was a Panda. My PN, I forgot the name of it. Um, it was a file, but I forgot the name of it.
Mm. I think you can do it in Canva too,
I think so.
but
Canva does a lot of stuff. Canva does a lot of stuff.
it was a little bit too compressed, I think. I was playing around with it the other day because if you look at my page, the text that I put on there, I did in Canva on those images, and it's
Okay.
slightly um, blurry.
If I find it, I'll post it in the group again. I forgot
Mm.
the name of it. It was like a panda on there. It was like PN. Oh, Tiny PNG. That's the name of it.
Oh, tiny PNG. Yeah, okay.
I like them. You can do it. Let's say have a free one. You can do 10 at a time or 20 at a time,
Yeah,
and that's perfect. That's the
yeah,
one I was using.
yeah. Mm.
All right. Any other questions?
No, that's all. That's been really helpful. Thank you.
Okay. And again, I'm going to send you all of this, and you can go back and do it yourself with your rank file. I mean, your Ahrefs. And then if you want, you can create the folder, your keyword list, and you'll have all the information. But I'm going to send you this file and I'll send you all the keywords that we came up with. We came up with about 230, all under all under like 15 for keyword difficulty. Most of them.
Yeah, so after I do my research, instead of having to pay for it every month, is it just better for me to save my data and then just not pay for it?
Exactly right. That's all you need. That's all you need. That's
Yeah.
why I said sometimes it's better to pay for the you don't you don't need it after that. You can come back for it. But once you do your keyword research, it's actually better not to have it because again, I fell in love with it and I kept going back and looking for things, or I run into people and they mention something, and then now I want to go do keyword research on it to see if there's a website available to do it. So I just kept falling in love with the research part, instead of just doing the actual stuff. So
Productive procrastination, don't they call
yes,
it?
exactly, exactly. But again, if I can learn how to monetize this and do these one-on-ones, then it could be a good thing.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, once you do your keyword research, you don't need it for a while. Like, again, you're gonna have this. So came up with my first for the website I just showed you. I think I came up with like 130 keywords, and then once I filtered down and looked at them, some of them overlapped each other. Some of them I couldn't use. I got down to like 95, 91, and then it,
Hmm.
I got up to like maybe like 100. After that, I found like maybe like nine more. So you're going to go through the same thing. You're going to look at the 230 words, and then you'll probably find maybe like 30 or 40 that you can't use, but you'll still have 190 words to use that you can take and repurpose and come up with like maybe 1 to 3 different blog posts for. You'll have enough content calendar to last you. If you're doing 3 a week, 2 a week, that's going to last you more than a year, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then once you start to see
Yeah.
traffic, you want to look at what's giving you traffic, what's not giving you traffic. Okay, this is in the top 13. How can I refine this and make this better to move up to the top 5? Okay,
Mm.
this is in the top 1. I'm going to leave this alone. You don't have to touch that one. You can just focus on the stuff that's getting ranked, and let's lean into this. How can I make this one better? What words in here there's a ranking that I could do a blog post for to boost this one up to help this one help each other, so that's what you'll start to see.
Yeah. Yeah. And building them up, you were just linking them back to one another, and that helps lift them up in
Hmm.
authority. Hey, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then I'm trying to think. Um, Matt Diggity is somebody I follow. He talks about a lot of different tools as far as connecting and connecting and ranking your websites too. So like I said,
Hmm.
you'll have your blog, you'll have your keyword authority, and then it's like for me, so I have top 10 Detroit Lions of all time. And then I have all of these players right here, like Barry Sanders and Calvin Johnson. So my next post is going to be top 10 running backs of all time. So Barry Sanders is going to be number 1, and he's going to have a link to the top 10 running backs right here. I'll have a link from Barry Sanders for the top 10 Detroit Lions running backs, and then it'll be top 5 running backs. And then Calvin Johnson is a wide receiver. So I'll have top 10 Detroit Lions wide receivers or top 5. Like the position player is going to be top 5. And Calvin Johnson is going to be number 1. And I'll have a link from Calvin Johnson from this post going to that post. So it's just going to create that tree of linking to other posts. And it's
Yeah.
all relatable.
Yeah. I'll get started on making some posts then.
All right. Um,
Alrighty.
well, nice talking to you, Rachel. See you in the group. Then it was a smart thing for you too, because I saw that. I thought this post came from 23. I was like, what in the world is going
Yes.
on? But no, it's good. Some people don't go into they usually just ask questions, but you went, you search and try to find it first. But he's like, this not even out here. So, um,
I was like, am I the only one that can't wrap my head around this program? I'm doing all the courses.
yeah, I mean, the courses give
Yeah.
you a baseline, and I went through the course once, but then they keep the one thing about the course, they keep adding stuff too. And it's like, okay, what did they add new? What did they didn't add new? So, um,
Yeah.
and like I said, I didn't
Yeah.
understand the DR rating until like a year later. I'm like, I don't get it. But then I saw another course. I think Ahrefs. I saw their course of how to filter down, and then they basically they their course, that YouTube video was trying to take um, keywords that had zero search volume, and because some of the stuff wasn't ranking, but that's how I learned how to do it. I was like, oh, really? I was like, okay, this could work.
Mm, yeah, yeah. Oh, well done. Well done. I still think you should do a membership because, like, because it's just better for you. Because if you do one-on-ones, you're going to have to keep on bringing in new clients, so to speak. I don't know,
Right,
what would you call them? Client, I
right.
suppose. And then once they become really fluent and understanding, then they don't need you to help them anymore. And then you got to find another one. Whereas
No,
if you have a membership, they could then talk to go, oh, hey, go jump on this membership. It's got so much information. And then they can submit questions and you can answer them and ahead of time. And it can be a valuable resource. They might even stay in it, you know?
no,
And you have,
I get you. No, I get it because I was going to start a school community myself, but then I was like, what I'm going to teach? So I'd never signed up and paid for it. But I guess a school community just on Ahrefs tutoring could work, and then you can come in,
yeah,
ask questions, and then I could just do live sessions a couple times a week, and then don't even charge much, just to come in and do
yeah,
one-on-one. And a lot of times people have the same questions. So no, it's definitely thank you. And then again, this helped me as well because I just wanted to make sure I did a good job and help you understand everything.
yeah, you did. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot.
All right, you're welcome.
All righty. Well, you have a good afternoon.
You do the same. Bye bye.
Thanks. Bye.